Hey Matt, how you doing?
Good, Mike. How are you?
Good. So today we're going to talk about how to remove case records from the CaseMine.com website. And so before we get into everything, can you just give a little brief overview of like what is CaseMine? Maybe how is it different from other court record websites?
Yeah, it's another aggregate they pull from the Pacer government system. It's court records public. They publish it. Very AI focused. They're in India. Most of them are US based. And that's one of the sites, unfortunately, where you have to get the record sealed to get it removed. But we have a strategy. We have a guy.
All
who-
right, great. So that kind of gets to the next question, which is how if someone's watching this video and they're on CaseMine, can they get it removed themselves? And if so, how to do that?
So you can get it if you get the record sealed, you can get it removed for free by emailing them the paperwork. Easier said than done, from what I understand. Getting a record sealed, your best bet is to go with the original attorney. They probably know the case better, and you can pick their brain if the record could be sealed. A lot of times things can't be sealed. Sometimes they can. I'm not an attorney, so I probably shouldn't talk about that too much. But yeah, your original attorney is probably the best bet to see if it's possible. If you can't get it sealed, then we have a removal guy who can de-index it, basically remove it from search engines completely so it can't be found. Um, the word removal kind of implies the page deleted, so that's why we use the word de-index. Same end result, just no one can find it.
And okay, so you got ahead of my next question, which is, how do we remove it?
Yeah, so we got this guy. He's done it for us before. CaseMine is not a huge site, so I think we've only sent him like three so far, but he's been 3 for 3. It takes, I think, like a week or two to do, and pay performance based, guaranteed, of course. And the fee was on the lower side, which was nice.
Okay. Are you able to quote an exact fee, or is it kind of always changing?
Yeah, he kind of changes it. Unfortunately, these removal guys, if it's, a stupid little court case, the fees less. But if it's like some massive Fortune 500 company trying to run away from a big scandal, his fees tends to be a little higher.
Right.
Or if it's like someone trying to cover up like domestic violence, the fee will be higher. But if it's like, some small civil suit, some small claims court between like a teacher and a landlord, he's not going to charge an arm and leg.
Right.
But the fee is usually in the 1 to 3 thousand range.
Right. And either way, I mean, our fees typically we're the most affordable if you compare to, other bigger companies who are charging more because they've got more overhead to cover. I mean, the cost from the contractor is basically be the same no matter who you talk to.
Hmm.
But the company that you choose, whether it's Affordable Reputation Management, that's us, or it's, some corporate agency, probably is going to be a lot less with us, right?
Yeah, we don't rely on heavy advertising. A lot of just organic searches and word of mouth keeps our overhead low, so it keeps our fees low.
Exactly. Well, we don't do any advertising. We do these videos because, it's fun and it's formative. And if we get some business from it, then it's great.
Exactly.
Okay. And then you said the timeline is 1 or 2 weeks from the time that you're contacted to the time it's removed and gone.
Correct. Yeah, that's in the 1 to 2 week range.
And then last question, you said removal, which we kind of use generically. Does that mean it's an actual deletion from the site or is it a de-indexing?
It's a de-index, so removed from search results, Google, Yahoo, Bing, but not removed from the source. But no
Right,
one's going to CaseMine directly and searching, so
right. Well, that's really helpful. So if you're watching this video and you have a court record on CaseMine you want to get removed, please reach out and we will get you off CaseMine in no time. Thanks, Matt.
all right. Thanks, Mike.